Hi guys, Pragati here. Welcome back to my video. In this video, I would like to share with you what I know about whether it's a good idea to actually release some money, release the equity from your existing residential property to further invest into other buy-to-let investments. So whether it's a good idea or not. So that's what I'm sharing with you. It's really important for me to stress that I'm not a licensed financial advisor. All I'm doing here is sharing what I know. Everybody's situation is different, so you do have to consult with your with the professional financial advisor if you really are serious about this matter. But I will share with you what I know about this particular topic. So I've got a little scenario here where it's a very realistic scenario. I've actually done something very similar to this one, where you were able to release, let's say, 60k of the money from your residential property. Okay, so you're releasing that equity from your residential property. So whenever you release that money, what then happens is, of course, your mortgage will go up, because this is sort of another additional mortgage, because you're releasing that, so you will have to pay that to the lender. So releasing 60k from your existing residential property will roughly, depends to lender, but this is very average, roughly your mortgage will go up by £250 per month. Okay, so this is a round of figure. Okay, so the cost of borrowing or releasing the equity is £250 per month. So what you're going to do with that 60k that you've released. Now, if you watch my previous video, I've got a video where I've explained about how to invest 30k in a UK buy-to-let investment. You can watch that as well. So it's very much possible to invest 30k on one buy-to-let investment. Remember, you've got 60k here, 30 is half of that. Now with that 30k, how it's going to work is 25,000, because it's a buy-to-let investment, so your 25,000 deposit is what most lenders will require. So 25,000 will go as a deposit, and the remaining 5,000 will cover your solicitor's cost, your stamp duty, your mortgage advisor, your survey costs, and other miscellaneous costs. Okay, so that leading to 30,000. So you got a lot of these northern powerhouse cities where you can find the properties worth about 90 to 100k, decent, really good properties, 3-bedroom houses, you know, excuse me, which will generate about £600 rental income, £550 to £600 rental income per month. Now this, now it's very realistic. Again, of course, if you are a newbie, it's your first time in the property investment, then you will have to take some professional, experienced advice on where to buy, how to buy, and how to do your numbers, really. So you wouldn't really buy a property which will give you, less than 250, preferably 300 for an experienced investor, 300 net cash flow per month. Now, this is very realistic, 250 to 350 is very realistic. So let's keep the figure at 300 as an average, net after your mortgages, after any insurance, after your managing costs and all that. So so per property you are netting £300 per month. So with two properties, because you actually pulled out 60k, so 30k is invested in one, the other 30k in the other one, so two such properties now is netting £600 per month. Okay, now if you remember, the cost of releasing that equity was £250. Now with the investment, you're actually getting £600 income, giving you a net income of 350. So 600 minus 250 gives you 350. Now if you multiply 350 annual times 12 will give you £4,200 per year extra income, because you have released the equity and invested in other two buy-to-let properties. Now you can decide whether it's the right thing for you to do or not. Of course, risk appetite is again another thing from person to person, so you'll have to see whether you are that sort of person, or, whether you feel comfortable, owning multiple properties and doing all the paperwork, and liaising with all different property professionals or not. That's down to you to decide. Now also, the other hidden benefit of this is that those two properties that you've just acquired now, they are also increasing in value. A very conservative figure, in the next 5 years time, let's say property prices went up by 10%, okay? So this is your capital growth in your property. Those two extra properties that you just bought went up by 10%, so 100,000 becomes 110,000 worth, right? So your deposit per property was only 25,000. So add the extra 10,000, becomes 35,000, times 2 is 70,000, plus your rental income of 21,000 over the 5 years time. So that will now give you £91,000 out of the £60,000 equity that you released. Okay, your 60,000 has become now 91,000. Also, the other thing to note is that the £250, the cost of releasing the equity is for interest and capital, which means that 250, some amount of the £250 is also going towards the capital payment of the mortgage, which means 250 times 12 times 5 to get over the 5 years time, at least 50% of that money is also becomes yours. So that will probably lead to over £100,000 worth of your wealth that you've actually created from doing that release of 60k. So there are lots of other things, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. It's not for everybody, but I truly believe on this is possible, and I'm following that as well. If you'd like to know more, or if you'd like me to share my other experience, I'm always here. You can contact me directly, and I'll be more than happy to share and learn together with you. I'm sure you've got certain set of skills and knowledge that I can learn from, like you're hopefully learning from this video as well. So thank you once again for watching until the very end of the video. I hope you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next video.